guys, we are back with another Disney Princess Challenge. We're starting off the episode with Philip getting a promotion in the Grim Reaper career, and Aurora is just doing some house chores while Philip just got home from work, and the girls are spending their lovely evening playing castles together, and then Anna decided to spend her night watching some old timey movies, which I thought was very cute. Like, look at this. And then Aurora is out in the snow, uh, doing some research on her crystal tree. It is turning out really well. And then randomly she aged up and got the green uh, thumb a trait, which I love that. It's about time that she got that. But Philip was about um this is a different day now. Philip was just chilling, eating some breakfast, and then we were having some cute moments with Tulip. Like I said, this isn't part of the challenge, but I really want Aurora to finish the gemstone aspiration, so that is what we're working on. We need an excellent, magnificent crystal tree, and we need to finish a couple more crystals and pieces of jewelry while focused. And then, as we were cooking a birthday cake for Anna and Elsa to age up, sadly, our previous heir of the third gen has passed away. Tiana has died, and if you remember from the previous episodes, she we um, she mastered her career in culinary. She ran her own restaurant. Unfortunately, we did not get it to 5 stars, but Aurora did get a mastery perk to add some finishing touches to her jewelry, which is cool. But like I said, Tiana, her mom, uh, was very famous in her career with her restaurant and her um being on top of the culinary career, and Naveen just like worked alongside her. But we're gonna add that final touch, that perk that we got, and then I think I'm gonna charge a few on the crystal grid actually, because we're actually doing pretty well with money, with a total of 5,000 simoleons. We're not living paycheck to paycheck like we were in the previous episodes. So, yeah. We're finally making some money off this jewelry jewelry making gig, which it took forever. I mean, honestly, if you're watching, it probably doesn't seem that way because Aurora just aged up into an adult instead of a young adult. Um, so yeah, we're making progress, but we're having some cute moments with Elsa before they age up, and Anna's just chilling in her room, very cute. I love their vibes. And then later that night, everyone was just having good sleeps, and then Anna and Elsa were arguing the next morning, um, and Elsa Anna decided to go for a ride on Tulip and leave Elsa alone, and Terrence is calling us to come over and hang out. If you don't remember Terrence, he is from my fairy review, so if you haven't seen that, go ahead and check that out. And a werewolf just ran across my yard, but Elsa is playing in the snow. She's gonna make a snowman, and just she feels very in tune with the snow, and I think that's why Anna and Elsa are arguing, because they don't really understand each other. And when Elsa's a teenager, we're gonna have her move out. She can Part of the challenge is to have her run away, but I am not gonna do that in this storyline because Aurora, we had Aurora run away um, as a teenager when she got married to Philip. And I just didn't want to repeat that storyline again, but Philip unlocked a couple more skills. Aurora reached level 10 of the gem crafting skill, so we love that. I'm gonna have Philip go into Glamourbrook, which is the spellcaster town. That's where we are right now, but we're gonna go into the spellcaster world, or I like to call it the knockoff wizarding world. So we're gonna enter the portal here, and I haven't I've been behind. I have not been in this world on my own since like purchasing the pack. And I have owned this pack for many years, honestly, since its release. So I'm definitely slacking, but I was in awe of this, you guys. Like, I never ever like played in here before, and I think when ages up, we're gonna bring her back here because she does have ice powers in the movie. And even though we don't have ice powers in The Sims, we can make her a spellcaster. So we got the dueling grounds. That would be kind of cool to check out one day. I forgot everything this pack has to offer. Like, let's be real. I'm like totally blanking on what wizards can do besides learning spells. Like, what the heck? There's wands and cauldrons up here. We're just gonna, invite ourselves to help this wizard with pink hair. Like, we're gonna make some friends, and then there's another wizard just reading some books in the corner on this cute couch. But I'm kind of loving it. With that, Philip has leveled up in his wizarding spellcasting level. So we'll see what that looks like. He's pretty high up, even though I haven't unlocked much. He has a high cooking skill. Love that for him. We can also we can discharge Sims, which is like draining their power. That's giving like kind of evil wizard. Maybe we won't do the evil storyline yet, but we have foraging and being insightful, inquisitive, spellcaster, socialite. We can teach other spellcasters. Um, I am really interested in all this stuff. Like I said, I never played with this pack in detail before, but we're going into this little alleyway. It's kind of like Diagon Alley in Harry Potter. And this is where we're gonna buy wands and broomsticks and crystals. So I don't think we're gonna buy Philip a broomstick, but maybe that's something for else in the future, because why not? I've been kind of getting bored with this challenge just a little bit, so I kind of want to spice it up for me and for you guys. So we're gonna buy Philip a wand because I'm like, why not? We got a magician wand. I'm not feeling that one. I kind of want to be a more serious wizard with um Philip, even though we're not gonna play with him as much anymore because Anna and Elsa are gonna age up, but Anna's still gonna stay at home when she ages up, even though Elsa is gonna like quote unquote run away. So like we'll still see Philip around definitely, but we're not gonna like focus too much on the level, but maybe Anna and Elsa, Elsa and Philip can work on their wizarding skill together. So we're getting this white looking one because it looks majestical and cool and like professional. Okay, so we're gonna go back home. This was a fun little trip. I'm definitely coming back here with Elsa, and honestly, it's gonna be later in this episode. We're covering a lot in this episode between aging them up and just getting more things done in the story, and I can't wait to get the next generation um going. So with Anna and Elsa, Anna has to fall in love with someone but then almost die at the hands of him, kind of like Hans. So the first person that she falls in love with, it's not gonna be her forever person. Then as a young adult, she's gonna fall in love with someone who is more um worthy of her and more a healthy relationship. But right now we're gonna age up the girls. And first is Elsa, because Elsa is older. For her challenge, because we're doing both of them at the same time, she is not allowed to get married. She is not allowed to have family. However, she is separated with Anna until their young adulthood. So their entire teenhoods are gonna be them by themselves. And there's no required traits for either of them except Elsa having the loner trait. And with that, Anna is gonna well, let me know how you guys feel about this. But technically, Elsa is the she is the optional generations after the 10 generations are up. Anna is gonna give birth to the next gen, which is going to be Rapunzel. So even though I'm doing their stories and generations together. Um, Elsa, whatever baby Elsa has, will just be a side character. Um, we will not see much of them, but maybe Rapunzel and this other baby would be kind of close, but that's not in line with the generation, because Rapunzel kind of has to be locked away too. But with that, we gave Elsa the spellcaster aspiration, so that should be fun to check out. And Anna, I was kind of struggling what to give her, since in the movie she's really excited to be free and to fall in love. She's kind of a hopeless romantic, so I gave her the soulmate aspiration, and um she is a goofball, which I thought fit that random trait fit her well. I'm kind of keeping their looks very similar to how they were before. Like I said, they're teenagers. I'm thinking when Elsa's a young adult, I'm thinking to let go of her braid and get, g give her like the more free do she has in Frozen 2, where her hair is no longer in the braid. I always liked Elsa in Frozen 2 better than the first Frozen. But right now she's still young and still learning about her powers and is not really um comfortable with herself yet. But same with um Anna. I didn't really have braids for her, like two pigtail braids like she has in the first movie. So I gave her like kind of a mixture of both. I gave her this down kind of flowy do like in the second Frozen, but it still has braids and she's looking very cute. Both of them are. I'm not really sticking to the princess like strict um dress code because I kind of don't want to search far and wide for CC for that. I mean, for Aurora, I got lucky because I think their CC name is Minago. Released some pretty iconic princess dresses, but they didn't do all of them. They did Snow White, Ariel and Sleeping Beauty and a couple other ones that I can't remember at the moment, but they had a little family cake time together, but we're gonna move um Elsa out. Maybe we should give her some funds. That would be a little evil me, but let's give her just 880 so we can leave them with flat 3,000 to build up their um savings again. I don't think they'll have a problem. They're pretty successful now. But I wanted to move her into St. Komarobi because it's very snowy here, kind of giving her castle. But as you can see, I gave it a total makeover that I did off camera. Um, just because I was having a little trouble with the trim. I did not know how to fix the trim, but there we go. And I didn't want to do a whole castle from scratch. I'm not a builder, guys. I am so sorry about that. But like, I have fun building. But like, this is her house, and she's working on her spells, and I love that for her. And I love her little kitchen, and I still wanted to give that ice look that she does in the first Frozen when she runs away and then she builds an ice castle with her powers when she wants to be free. But let's just think in our heads that this is the moment right now. She is practicing with her powers. She left because she doesn't feel understood with her family, even though her dad is also a spellcaster. Um, it's just not the same. She's noticing that her powers are different than her dad's, and she just wants to be on her own and find herself. And her dress is really cute. It is definitely part of the game. As you can tell by the hearts are kind of stretched out a little bit, but it is cute and it looks nothing like any of her dresses. But I kind of like the vibe we're going with this. I was kind of trying to keep the colors. Maybe when she's a young adult, we can um like have her go into that more like Frozen 2 vibe, hair down. Instead of blues, we do whites and purples, but she is in the forest practicing some spellcaster stuff. We are in the spellcaster realm again, as you see from that beautiful fountain behind us or in front of us, and I just love this realm so much. But she is practicing. She's almost to level 2 already, but she doesn't have any talent points at the moment. We have to work on that. But like I said, I'm adding this to the storyline because there isn't much to do with them. It's not as heavy um um with task wise, some kind of like not so very that I'm doing on the other side of my channel. So if this isn't really your vibe and you want more strict roleplay of getting things done, something more familiar, because a lot of people have done the not so very challenge and finished it. Kelsey and Peaches May for one, and Claire Siobhan also finished it. They're definitely people I watch often, so I definitely got the idea from them. I definitely did not come up with this on my own, but we're gonna go look for frogs for a while just because she doesn't have a job at the moment. Her job is school because why not? She's smart. She would read and go to school. But we are in the this is like a greenhouse kind of area. we're gonna go back to the headquarters, and um we're gonna go get Elsa a wand and a broom, because even though we let her move out with 180 simoleons, she ended up getting more because I randomly moved her into a random household and then evicted the people that were in there. It was just a lady with a bunch of cats, and not she was a random townie, okay, with a bunch of busted CC. She will not be missed. But we're gonna um head to the shopping area, and we're gonna um or just kidding, we're gonna go back home for now. We're gonna go to the shopping area later, towards the end of the episode. But right now she's doing her homework, and I totally forgot about the tables that came with this pack. Like, there was detail of them, like going under the table, because it's like a fabric, and you can literally see their legs going underneath. I did not know that this game was capable of that much detail, but okay, I love that, and I'm starting to love both these spellcaster packs and the Mount Komorebi pack, which it also came with the winter sports and all of that stuff, but she is just eating some mac and cheese with her dad. I love that her dad came to check up on her, because her dad probably understands that she's feeling very outcasted. But look at this cat tower I put, just 'cause it matched the vibe of the house. We're definitely gonna invite, or not invite, adopt a cat later this episode. I'm excited to do that. I'm excited for you guys to see the cat. But here are the options. I was really looking at Tasha. Tasha is really cute. Look at those ears. And then I was like, what the heck? There's raccoons in this game. There was a couple odd options that when you click on them, they don't say cat or dog. Actually, it does say raccoon on the top. So we got Kira the raccoon, and then we got uh Hervana Bowen, and he has a hood on, and I was kind of so tempted to adopt him, because I never seen a raccoon or something with a hood on up for adoption. So, but I couldn't pass little Tasha up. We're definitely changing the name. I'm not feeling the name Tasha for this cat, but I think we're gonna go with this one. This one's so cute. I was definitely contemplating my decision for a long time, because I was like, but there's so many options, and they're different options. But yeah. Uh, it was definitely a hard choice for sure. But we definitely decided on Tasha, and Philip is leaving, but our cat should be here very shortly. So let's go downstairs and look for it. And here is Tasha. I don't know how the crate ended way up over there, and Tasha and the adoption uh agent is way over here, but I didn't notice there were different school outfits in Mount Komorebi, but I love that. Feifei is really cute, and Fiona, I was kind of feeling Fiona for her. She just looks like a Fiona, and Fiona sounds like a name that Elsa would use, but um I'm gonna put her last name as Robinson, because actually, it should have been Hale, now that I'm thinking about it, because Philip's last name is Hale and Robinson is Tiana's last name, but it's okay. And then I was looking at her and she was really looking pasty and pale, so we definitely gave um her a little makeover. I feel like she needed it. Like, we have to honor that Elsa is the only Disney princess or queen, I should say, that actively wears makeup. But then I remembered I put this vanity in her room and that you can actually use the vanity. So I wanted to see what the purple vibe would look like on her, and I would say it turned out better than what I chose in Create Sim. So I love the vanity. And then she's just working on some grilled cheese because she is hungry. But look how cute she looks. I'm kind of obsessed with her. I kind of found a new excitement for this challenge after Anna and Elsa aged up. Before we end this episode, though, we're gonna check up on uh Anna and our mom and our dad, because like I said, we are gonna do both households at one time, even though they are separated and not allowed to see each other. But speaking of that, Aurora's calling us. She wants to have another baby. We're gonna say no to that because part of Aurora's challenge is she's only allowed to have one baby. So she's not allowed to have any more siblings. So sorry to shut down your dreams, Aurora, but you're not allowed to have any more babies. You are done. And speaking of getting um a broom for Elsa, I got to see the brooms in action while we entered the portal. So we're gonna go down to the shop, and here it is. It's called the um like the alley or something like that. I'm I That's honestly my favorite part of this world so far, but there is only two shops down there for crystals and for wands and brooms, so it's a little lackluster, but I'm excited to go down there. But I was kind of looking where Elsa was, and then she said she was with Philip, so I was a little confused. And all of a sudden, I find Elsa and Philip dueling, and this was pretty epic, to be honest. I love this. Um, Elsa's kind of getting beat up though, and it's because she's still very new on her skill. Uh, she oh, she just got thrown by her father. That what the heck was that? And oh, Philip got a broom without my consent. Just went and bought one on his own. But girl, go show your dad, and we're gonna become more powerful than your dad. So go to the alley, and we're gonna buy a broom and a wand. But unfortunately, this episode's getting a little long, and we still have to visit the Anna's house. So we're gonna have to uh save the broom and the wand magic for next episode. So if you're excited to see that, please click the like button and subscribe, and make sure you hit the bell notification so you don't miss a video when a new one comes out, where Elsa learns to channel her inner powers and her wizard. And because you're a wizard, Elsa, and she gets to be more powerful than her dad. I'm kind of really attached to this white one, even though we gave Philip the white one in the beginning of this episode. I'm kind of really attached to it. There's also this ancient wood one that I was kind of looking at, right? Because that one looked really interesting. But I think I'm gonna go with that one instead. That way we're not copying our dad. Even though if we did, it would be fine. But like, I wanna be a little original and not copying um everything. So I was interested by this magic mop. I was wondering if the mop is different from the broom flying wise, because every fantasy you always see witches and Harry Potter flying on broomsticks, never on mops. I mean, if I'm wrong, please let me know. But I was tempted. I was very tempted, and so I ended up getting the mop, and we're definitely gonna play with that in the next episode. But with that, our shopping list is done. So before the end of this episode, we're gonna wrap it up here and check in with Anna. Um, before we end this episode, so Elsa's gonna go home, and then we'll switch to, then we'll switch to, uh, Anna, but Elsa's back home now, so we're gonna switch. And in these last 2 minutes of this episode, Anna went to school and found Elsa, and she wanted to invite her over, which, sorry girl, but you're not allowed. So she is actually gonna hang out with her mom and do homework on the floor. I did not tell her to do that, but you go, girl. I had I had Aurora working on her focus skills so we can finish some jewelry up. But we have one more piece left, and then I believe we're done with that. So we're gonna wrap that up, and then she completed that, and then it gave us the excellent tree um check mark too. So what's left is we have to make um a gem over 2000, and we have to summon the Grim Reaper, and we have to get level 10 of the skill, which we already did. So we're definitely going to be working on that too, the rest of Anna's generation, as we find her a lover. If you have any ideas of who the potential Hans and Kristoff should be, put them in the gallery, and put Mangotopia, and I would be happy to look and see your guys' creations. I know I'm still small, and this is probably not gonna get anywhere, but I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you guys next time.